Welcome to another insightful episode of the Bright Show right here on ATU-TV. I go by the name Bright Boache. And today we have some topics lined up for you today. And the first one is how to improve on academic performance. And the other one is how to network on campus. Now, so joining me today is the founder of GRAYOP, Speaker for ATU Student Parliament, that is Right Honorable Lady P. You're welcome to the Bright Show. All right. Now, before we delve into today's discussion, let's talk about GRAYOP. What is GRAYOP?
Okay, thank you very much. So, GRAYOP is a student tuition service that was basically founded by myself and then my colleague friend here.
Okay.
Way back when we got into the university level 100. So we realized the need to help our fellow students build some kind of cordial relationship in terms of academic work. And then also to extend helping hands to some students who may be struggling academically. And so we came up with that idea and we decided to form that tuition service.
Okay, so with the GRAYOP, is it an acronym or something? Like, how did you come up with the name?
Yeah, GRAYOP is actually an acronym. My name and then P's name, but then actually we didn't.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But we didn't want it to look so obvious, so.
And now it's obvious.
Yeah, so we just have to, change some of the letters so that it wouldn't look so much obvious.
Okay, so you are helping people. And is it free? It's a tuition service, and is it free?
Yeah, it's a tuition service. So for tuitions are free of charge. Yes, but then we also offer other services like report writings, academic writings per se. So what you have to do is report writing and CVs. Those ones come with fees, but then for tuitions, they are free of charge. We don't charge for tuitions. Yeah.
Okay, so what are some of the challenges that you've seen around some students, and you think your service can help them?
Okay, so I would first want to limit it to my department. So I'm from the Department of Management and Public Administration, offering Secretaryship and Management Studies. Yeah. And I realized that most of us, we are from arts background, way back in the SHS, coming to the university. And so most of us find it very difficult when we have courses that has to do with calculations. We do accounting, economics, and then quantitative methods as well. So these courses mostly pose threats and then kind of problems to students. And so we assist students in courses like that. But we don't only limit ourselves to that courses. All other courses also, we offer services.
Okay, so how about other faculty or department?
Yeah, so I think last semester there, I was having some students from marketing. Yeah. I was helping them out with economics and quantitative methods as well. And so it's not only limited to our department per se, but within the faculty of business as well.
Only faculty of business.
But then our academic writings extends to the entire student body. Yeah.
All right, let me come to our speaker, speaker for ATU Student Parliament. Okay, so you are going to talk about networking, right? So, what is networking to you?
Networking has to do with building meaningful relationships that foster mutual respect, trust. I mean, it's a network, so it means one is connected to the other and is interconnected, going a long way to help the people who are into the system of network. I hope you get, yeah.
Wow. So, can you share your experience based on networking?
Okay. My academic experience.
Yeah.
Let me based on that. So we got to level 100 and then I happened to meet Steven over here. I remember getting to know him. He came into my DM on WhatsApp. He was like
straightforward.
He was like, I fear some of the causes we are going through. I'm from a general arts background, and I've stayed home for about 3-4 years, and then coming to the uni, and I'm seeing a course like accounting and economics, and I have no idea about that. I told him, bro, we are the same. Just like an account will say, "Found tomorrow median," and I was like, then both of us we have come to meet each other. But I encouraged him. I told him, oh, we are certainly going to sail through. Yes, so he has been of help. I must be honest to say that he was reporting himself to me, but he does better to me. I mean, he does better with those courses compared to myself.
So at first, he was finding difficulties.
Yes, that was what he told me. But I realized that he's doing better than I am. So I run to him all the time. Yeah, wow. So he has helped me. He encourages me to study and all that. And it wasn't only limited to ourselves. We birthed an idea with the name Agenda No Reset. So we envisioned that our class especially, we would not have any research to write, as if that is feasible. But that was actually what we set our minds to it. It really helped a lot of students.
So did it work?
I could tell that it worked for only a semester, if I'm right to say. You know, some people fell off. I must be honest to say.
Doesn't mean they were not learning or what?
I think.
Okay, so you have to come in.
You know students and then. So probably, I think with those who fell off were actually those who were really not committed to the course. Yeah. But those who were really committed to the course, still true. Yeah. Yeah. So I think that is a major problem. Some were not committed.
Okay. Yeah. So you see, some students, when they are trying to network with people, they do it mistakenly. Right. So is there no way that you think each student should go to be able to network with people?
Okay. So you see that we're a generation of people who limit networking to taking people's contacts. Let's say we go for a program and then you see all these big people or whoever facilitator, you just want to go around the person, take their contact, and networking goes beyond that. Okay. Networking goes beyond that. Networking, there is mentorship in networking. So you have to be able to identify somebody whose visions aligns with yours. Let's say professionally, you know that, oh, he's into marketing. I want to learn marketing. I want to be like this person. You network, you build meaningful relationships. In fact, there is a scripture in 1 Samuel, I think chapter 14, verse 52. It says there was hard fighting in Israel, and whenever Saul saw a valiant man, he got the man unto himself. Are you getting it? So it means that if you see somebody who you know is doing well, you should attach yourself to the person, and that is a step to building network with people. Yes. So we must be strategic in our connections with people. As iron sharpens iron, in fact, you should get somebody who you know is going to influence you to go higher and do better than you were doing.
Wow. So I think if you want to improve, if you want to network properly, you have to look for someone who is walking on the same way as. Yeah. So you see, students sometimes hesitate to, approach lecturers to help them. I don't know if there is some kind of shyness in there or something. But is there any way that you think students can approach lecturers, and not only lecturers, but those who are higher than them, to get solutions and other kind of stuff? Is there any way?
Well, I think our lecturers are more or less our parents on campus. So I'm a type, I find it very difficult to get along with, especially lecturers at the first instance. So I can't remember what I did. As I mostly think some of the lecturers may share their contacts, some may share their email with you. So I normally prefer to chat to them online. I start from there with the text, either WhatsApp, through WhatsApp or email.
Okay.
Then I start. I remember one day I don't even ask questions in class. No, I don't. I always sit down quiet. So if I have any question, I just jot it down, go home, then pick the lecturer's number. If he or she provided, better still the email. Then I started from there. And so that is how come I started building relationship with most of the lecturers. It was through the online method, yeah. So building it from there, then say please, I was the one who spoke to you the other time. I was like, oh, okay.
So
it means we have to be intentional about forging relationships. Yes, because imagine if you are the bottom, you are not known.
Yeah.
So you have to get yourself to.
And even with the online class, there are sometimes over 100, 300.
Exactly.
So you have to, ask questions, even though the question cram you think so it's not right.
You know that.
You just have to get yourself known. Wow. So your networking, both of you started from level 100. Wow, by you contacting her.
Yes.
And do you think it's the right way for everyone to do that? Because it really worked for you.
It worked. So once it worked for both of us, it might not be the same way, but it could surely be one of the ways that I think I should say this. You know, there is a funny behavior with students when it comes to group work or presentations. Let's say that the class is divided or we are all grouped, and then today I'm in a group with you and I work with you. I mean, I become so okay with you. The next group presentation, I have Steven. I haven't worked with him before. I begin to, Mama, no, I want to be in Bright's group. I want to be in Steven's group. You understand? But all these things are also ways of networking. If you are limited, if I'm always in a group with you, it means I'm limited to you. Yeah. Meanwhile, I could get something to learn from Steven too. Yeah. So I think students should be open. We should not be so much comfortable with our friends because Steven is my friend. I always want to be in group with him. Because Rebecca is my friend, I always want to be in group with her. No, we should grow out of that. Wow. So these are soft skills that hires look out for: teamwork, your ability to collaborate with people, and all that. Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much. Now, you see, students find it difficult to manage their time on campus here. Sometimes they try to procrastinate, especially when they give them assignments. They'll be like, I'll do it tomorrow, but before they realize, time now. Yes. So, Steven, is there any way or strategy or technique that a student can be able to manage his or her time?
So I realized something about time management. Yes. So if you want to make it academically your first major priority, aside from setting goals, is time management. And so as a student, just like you said, procrastination. I read one book from one famous, I've forgotten the name, talked about the 11 time wasted. Time wasted, say, things that waste time. Then I picked about 5 of them, which I think really waste time for students, are time wasters in terms of academic. One has to do with procrastination. So I have an assignment to submit next week. Let me bring this one. This is more practical. There's one lecturer in our department who always give us 10 paper, and then
10 paper.
Yeah, to submit on the LMS platform. So it sometimes gives us, I think, a maximum of getting to 2 months. Yes. And so you realize that you get students who would wait, let's say, a day before the actual deadline, before they start. before then let's take it in the case maybe you're having issues with your LMS, then maybe you're unable to submit. Then again you tend to criticize the lecturer. Maybe the lecturer is wicked or something. No, but then you had a whole 1 month, 2 months to submit that work. Yet you waited till the very last period. And so you need to, it comes to time management, you need to do away with things that would waste your time. And the first one has to do with procrastination. The second thing has to do with bad company, just like my friend said. Bad companies or bad people around you is also one of the biggest time wasted people. Yes. The kind of friends you have around you can make or make you. And so when it comes to time management, the friends you have, let's say I have my own very right honorable as my friend. I don't think if it's time for academic work, she would advise me, Charlie, let's go for party. No. But then let's choose that type, and then I always associate myself with it. Meaning the time I have an assignment to submit, I would use that time to Charlie, let's go and party, let's go and so bad friends or bad companies.
Okay.
That's also one major factor. It wastes time.
Okay. So how can they overcome that?
Yeah. So ethics, I would use one key, that is discipline. Discipline in the sense that if you know what you are in school for,
if you know your goals.
Yes, exactly. I would come more to go. But then discipline here, you discipline yourself in the sense that you have a work to submit within, let's say, 3 days. Discipline will tell you that, okay, I have to make sure that this work, I need to submit it before that 3 days. And I mostly say that discipline goes beyond the fact that someone respects, the fact that someone is obedient. No. The fact that you are able to be on time as discipline. And so for you to overcome procrastination, it takes discipline. And sometimes we tend to see some of our lecturers who are very disciplined to be strict. Yes, but then they are just disciplined. They want you to do the right thing at the right time. So you have an assignment to submit, let's say 3 days. You need to do it. You need to make sure that you submit that assignment within that 3 days. That is discipline. And so I think discipline is a key factor in avoiding procrastination. Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
let's go.
Yeah. Recently there has been a video on social media. It's like there are two people, they arrange, let me say, bricks or bottles. Then they are asked to be picking them one after the other. And one thing that I picked from it, you realize that there was one party begins picking from the back, another party picks from the easily reachable. Exactly. So what I picked from it was, at the end of it, I realized that the person who was speaking from the back finished first before the one who was speaking from the front. What I picked was that we need to tackle the difficult things first. Of course, if you are able to deal with the task that looks difficult, you would be easily through with those that are easier. So at the end of the day, when the other party got to the front side, you realize that he or she was easily picking the bricks or bottles, and it was just so easy. So as students, we should always tackle the tasks that we find most difficult first. We should always tackle those ones first.
So talking about networking, how can network open doors, especially for instance, career opportunity? How can networking open doors for that?
Like I said, the networking has to do with strategically building meaningful relationships. For me, I will not say it has worked for me. It is working for me. I use the word, I will not say it has, because I haven't yet gotten to where I am. So, please the question again.
How can networking open doors for you?
Sometimes the little help you offer to people, empathy. These days, there is something that even hires look out for. As we are sitting here, maybe either of us could be another person's hirer. You understand? Your emotional intelligence, how you respond to situations, empathy, clear communication, and all that are things that people look at. So we might be friends, we are just moving, but Stephen might be picking certain things from me that I do not know. So the things that we do at ease, that we think we are just being us, people are really, really looking at that. And they can be transferable in the working space. So once somebody finds you fit for a particular, people are not really looking at the certificates anymore. It is more about what is on the inside of you. And once you know me, oh, she's cooperative, she's resilient, she's up to task, all these things build that bridge.
Wow. So one thing I also learned from this man, Ibrahim Muhammad, that is Muhammad's brother, right? His Excellency, is that some time ago I watched a video about him, and he was saying that for you to network or have a good relationship with people, anytime you see people around, just say hello, hi, good morning, how are you doing?
Exactly.
How's the family? Even though you don't know the person.
Exactly.
And from there, you begin to network with
So
people.
just as I said that you have to forge. So you need to be intentional. Decide to do that.
Okay.
For instance, I recently embarked on an SRC journey.
Okay.
And I needed people to come along with me, you understand? So it means that anytime I see the people, whether or not I know them, hello, how are you doing? You look good. I don't know if you're getting it. Just start with something exactly to create a rapport with the people. Oh, your color, your dress fits,
It's nice.
You just pick it from there. You just pick it from there.
All right. So, Stephen, founder of GRAYOP, is there any tips or technique or advice would you give to the student out there?
Okay. So yeah. So the first has to do with setting goals in life. Whatever you want to accomplish or you want to achieve, you just have to have the vision. Even the Bible says that where there's no vision, then goes upon
Right?
Yes, you are the vision plain.
So yeah, you need to have a clear vision or goal. And in management, we have something called SMART analysis when it comes to goal setting. So it's actually an acronym where S stands for specific. In the sense that you have to have a clear objective. What kind? Yes. So we are in the university. Oh, I want you graduate and get a good result. What is good results? First class. What is first class? Okay, first class ranges from 4.0 to 5.0. What is the actual GPA, CGPA that you want to graduate with? That is having a specific goal. Now, the aim has to do with measurable. You need to measure your goals in the sense that, okay, I want to get 4.5 at the end of my academic year. So how do I measure my goals? Okay, every semester, this is the GPA that I want to achieve. Every semester, this is the GPA. So you are measuring it. Now, when it comes to A, your A talks about the fact that your so specific, then measurable, then achievable. So we are all we were created in the image of God, but we should know that we are all unique in our various ways. Yeah. So the fact that someone can get, let's say, 4.0 doesn't mean I can also get 4.0. And so the fact that, let's say, Right Honorable is my very bosom friend, and then her goal is to have 4.0. Then I also say, oh, okay, I also have to get 4.0. Whilst I know I can't achieve that. So you should set your goals according to your capabilities. So it should be achievable, something you know within yourself that you can achieve. Yes. But then our aspect has to do with relevance. How relevant is your goal? So your relevance, it more or less flow is achievable. Let's say you are a type that you are a very slow learner. You know within yourself that this is my output, this is all I can give. And then you set a goal that you know that, Charlie, this thing I can't. You see, it discourages you in the sense that first semester, second semester, Charlie, still there, so then you see that discourages you, so you forget them. But then your goal should be relevant. It should be attainable, something that you can attain. And then the last one has to do with time bound. Okay. Time bound. Your goal, there should be time. Time is everything. So that is that. Now, aside your goal settings, time management comes in. We've talked much about time management, and so I wouldn't want to. So aside setting goals, time management. And then the third thing I would also talk about is academic seriousness. That has to do with assignments. That has to do with attending class. That has to do with partaking in quizzes, mid-semesters, and all other things. It's going to help you in your academic journey. So these three, I'll take just these three keys.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay, Right Honorable, what about you? Advice?
Okay, so I think yesterday there was orientation for freshers of my department, and I left them with this thing that I have actually realized. many a time when we come to school, we all graduate, you see that the people, the sharp brains, you see that you can't find them anymore or they are lost. And the guy who always sits at the back, before you realize the guy is outside the country feathering, or he's a big time businessman or something. You wonder, how did this happen? Because I was a serious student, I was a first class student kind of thing. But it is not about that. What is the difference? The student who was so good in class always liked to be alone most of the time.
Yeah.
So I want to make the grades. I'm always studying alone. It is just me. You get it. But the one who is always at the back, he's networking. His sociable. So it is the people that he connects with that are also doing what? Helping him. So it is not only about coming here, to go through our books. You graduate with the books alone. But if you are moving with people, it is the people, they are your wealth of network. So there's people who are going to connect you. Oh, there is this job here. Apply for this, do that, and it works. So to everyone, especially for those of us who have been victims before, we think, oh, it's just about academic seriousness. I came alone, I'll graduate alone. That is what they tell us. Yes, you graduate alone. But we are not going to face the business world or the world alone. We need people along with us. Right. So let's network.
Network. All right, thank you very much. So since you're on campus here, don't only learn and go. Once you're succeeding in your academics, getting your certificate and everything, also get certificate in networking.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for joining today's discussion. Right Honorable, thank you too for joining Mr. Stephen. Thank you for showing up. So if you have any practical tips or practical ideas of succeeding in university, you can share a comment so that we can also see it and then learn from it. See you same time next week. Bye-bye.